Hello, happy Wednesday. Welcome. You are on the Heart of Success show, and I'm your host, Larissa Vakulina. I go live every Wednesday at 2 p.m. South Australian time zone. And here on this show, I'm sharing with you my own personal experiences, knowledge, methods, tips, tools, and motivation and inspiration, how you too can create success in all areas of your life. Just a moment. Very often on this show, I'm redefining the traditional concept of success and including all areas of our lives, of human life, in the definition of success. And today, I'm going to share with you an interesting topic about leadership. So last week, as you may be aware, I was preparing for my show, but something happened and I need to attend my family emergency with my mother and father being unwell. And very quickly, I just put a very short video to tell you about this inability for me to come in my normal time to be with you and share with you some valuable information. So I just would like to share with you that over and over and over again, the validation of how we are all connected and how we are all related to each other, I just observed in my family. My mom became unwell and my dad was more or less manageable, in a manageable state, and was enjoying basically just comfortable life. But then my mom needed to have the ambulance, and then my dad was really stressed about it. So her state really affected his state. Then 2 days later, I need to have ambulance for him. So it's like it is in our faces, it is in front of us. We are living all in relational space. We so connected to each other. We affected by our own state, by the state of other people, and not only the family members but everyone around us. The collective is also a place where affects us really dramatically. So today I'm going to talk about this very important topic: how we develop our own leadership. And leadership issue is really confusing for many. And in our modern society, with all this higher education and higher education about leadership, we are constantly being indoctrinated with the belief that leaders are the ones that are highly educated. Leaders are the ones that are strong and forceful and powerful and all things like that. It is true, but really the leadership that we are now need is very, very different. So the leadership that we used to believe in is basically not helping us. We can see how the reality and what we live in and the world that we live in is really a broken place. So all of these leaders that are leading globally, collectively, or by countries, by states, or by corporations and companies, seems like that concept of the leadership is really confused and is really something that we need to become aware, and we need to dig deeper and start to really realize and understand what does that mean to be a great leader. Okay, I'll just start from the beginning. So we are living in reciprocating universe. What does that mean? Well, it means that everything, anything is reflecting back to us that you have created. And it's not only something that you can physically see as a manifested things, but also every little change within yourself on emotional, psychological, mental, or spiritual level. Every moment, moment by moment, every change is basically reflecting back to us through that reciprocating principle of the creation. That's how universe is created. So this is the great tool and really great key to leadership. How can we use these principles to really quickly to develop a very strong, honest, integrated, evolved, advanced leadership in our own lives first? So this tool is just amazing because it is a direct response from what you're thinking, feeling, doing, and you can see straight away what you are creating. Why don't you use that as a tool to flexibly change and adjust yourself so that you're using unitive principle? Okay, now one you are a leader on your own, full stop. That's how you've been born, to become a leader, at least for your own personal life. So as a leader, you hold within yourself uh, traditions, your generational history, your religion, your culture, your environment, your friendship, whatever the environment that you are living, you hold it all in yourself. And also this creates the signature of who you are, both in unitive expression and also in duality state. So each of you are so unique in the synergy of all of these factors, as I named: the culture, the tradition, the religion, the family dynamics. All of this creates only you as a unique leader, and your flavor and your signature of leadership needs to start with your family, right? So what the leader are you in your family? Maybe even no one call you a leader, but you are still a leader. So you are leading your family. What task have you taken when you've been born in your family as a leader? What type of the leader are you when you creating your own family, right? Then when you become a leader in your community, so this is the extension of your family leadership, or your personal leadership will be going into the community level, right? So so what I'm saying is that your family is a school. Your family is a training and practice for your leadership. And then you can extend and expand your influence of your leadership anywhere you want. From family, you can extend it into the bigger family, extended family. From that extended family, you can extend it into your community, from community to your nations, from the nations into your international level, and then the global level and a planetary level. Really, there's no limit where you can take your leadership. But the starting point is with you and with your family. So this is the important point, to start to realize that if we within our family unit, when we've been very young, were displayed the misuse of the leadership, well, then we develop the so-called blind points, or the blank areas, right? So these blank areas are something that you never been displayed in your family unit when you've been very young. So most of this leadership styles that are in the families are most of the time are in a way of being misused, and the child grows with these issues of the authority. So what type of the authority you've been growing up with, and what blind and blank spots you carry within yourself, so that then they play in your adult life. And if you become appointed to be a leader, why don't you go back and look at all these areas? And that's what the problem with leadership is, because all of these blank areas and blind spots that the leaders are carrying within themselves, because they adapt their family dynamics and the model of misusing the leadership they carried in their adult life. So the starting point and the practice ground and the training is your family. If you start with your family and you become the leader of in your family, and you create absolute peace, abundance, and all the things that you want to be, to live and become in your family, well, then you can expand your leadership on any spheres that I already mentioned, right? So and also every great leader is also in the same extent is a follower. This is really important point, because if before we take on any leadership role of any magnitude, we need to know how to follow, and we actually need to support a leader in the area that you would like to be leading, right? That way your blind spots or your blank areas will be so visible, and all the issues of the authority from very young age will be coming into the surface, and then you would become aware of these issues, and you will start to really look at these areas and have the integration or healing happening, and then your leadership will be more rounded and more integrated. So leadership is a very interesting topic, and that's why I wanted to really bring it here today, because we all observing right now how there's basically no leadership in the world that we would like to follow freely, right? And any leadership is only a leader that has followers that are following them for like freely, following them with their own heart, and they follow free. Right now, I cannot see anyone in our world that is actually the leader of that magnitude. Well, I mean, of course, there's many names we can tell that they great leaders, but at the same time, we need to start to understand that to change and create a new reality that we all are really wanting and dreaming about abundance, the peace, the health, support, then we need to look at our personal leadership. So this is really a prerequisite to developing leadership in our reciprocating universe. And this tool is really great tool to be used, because it is a direct response of the universe on anything that happening within yourself. So I would like to point and maybe summarize what I was telling to you today in a few points, 3 or 4 points. So the most important things is to start to develop your personal authority and personal leadership. Start with yourself and start at your very safe school. Start with your family, right? Then this style and this flavor of your leadership can be taken into community. Then it can be taken into the national level. Then it can be taken into the country level, and then internationally or globally. So, and the foundation will be there if your family leadership will be creating uh, everything that you want to live in your life, well, then that same leadership will be taking much greater multitude of being a leader, right? So the second point is become a great follower. Without being a great follower, you cannot be a great leader. So, because we all are followers and leaders, and it is the same importance to hold within ourselves these two roles. If you would like to improve your leadership, you need to start to support and follow other leaders that are in your area of belief, in your values space. And so basically this is will reflect back to you what you are missing, or maybe will reflect to you on your blind and blank spots as a leader. Number three, be absolutely honest. Be absolutely honest with yourself. Go and dive deeper into that past, distant past, where possibly you were witnessing a displaced leadership qualities, and how these displaced leadership qualities been affecting you personally. Yes, maybe when you've been child, you didn't really have any awareness of it, but it is still affecting you as a adult, right? So, and the number four is accept that we all have, and we all have this, the so-called core issues. Well, this is the issues where we all always critical to yourself. We don't like to be imperfect. We are imperfect in, we're perfect in our imperfection. So we need to accept that there is some issues that we have. The way we take it, we need to first recognize, accept them. And once we know these core issues, then we can make that path to our core essence. And then that we can reflect in our leadership qualities. So I would like to just read you some interesting things about the leadership. And basically, it is from Barbara Brennan. Barbara Brennan, the founder and a leader and of the primal healing school, that is a world-class healing school. And she was really focused and very dedicated her life into that leadership area of our lives, because this is very important. If we can heal that part of ourselves, that misused leadership models that we are living, then we can help others to do the same, and then we can help our communities, the countries, the nations, the collective global community. And that way we can bring a positive change to the world. So both following a leader and leading with followers require deep honesty with the self and deep personal process. Everyone is equally a leader and a follower. Everyone is equal as a human being. Each individual soul is precious. Each individual soul is held carefully, gently in the time of the divine, in the arms of the divine, abundant and benign universe. So, as I mentioned, we live in absolute relational space. There's nothing can be hidden, or nothing can be not displayed, because the universe is displaying everything right in front of us. Whatever happened within ourselves in the moment, within our emotions, within our minds, within our hearts, within our physical bodies, is simultaneously showing in front of us. So use this tool to the benefit of you growing, developing, healing, changing into the that divine unitive state and become your own leader that can help others to become their own leaders in the sense of being honest, being integrated, and be absolutely open to work with all the material that we have, because a lot of leaders not accepting judgment, they not seeing weaknesses in themselves, they really block themselves from growing and developing and becoming a advanced, evolved leaders that we all need right now. There's such a great need right now to have the high level evolved, awakened leaders. Thank you so much for being here with me and supporting me from last week, not being able to show up. I really wish you all the best for this for next week, and I'll see you again next Wednesday at 2 p.m. South Australian time zone. And make a great rest of the day. Thank you.